Hello, it is me. I have my super magic and or cursed book right here. When I was in high school, this girl I was dating, we threw a house party. We took an empty box and we set it up in the closet. And when we were cleaning up the party, anything that we found, we just put it in the box. So we found the book of answers, and I sent out a group text. I said, "Hey, who left this book? Found in the lost and found." Everyone was like, "I didn't bring it." I was like, "That's weird." So nobody claimed it. And I was like, "I'm going to play with it." The way that it works, you hold the closed book with your hand on the cover, and then you ask it a question. So let me think. Should I call out of work tomorrow? Then you run your fingers along the edge and you feel out the answer. It says, gentle persistence will pay off. You can apply that however you want. What I always warn people before they use this is you get out of it what you put into it. So if you're genuinely like, hey, should I call out tomorrow? And you get gentle persistence will pay off, then you can interpret it as if you go to work, your day off is coming. Don't call out. That's how I would interpret it. But I am a big fan of this book. When I got it, I tried it out and I said, hey, Book of Answers, should I go get gas at this gas station? And I pulled up. It wouldn't take my card. It wouldn't let me pay for the pump. Normal people would just go to a different pump. But I went inside. I was like, hey, why can't I not pay for gas at this pump? And the guy goes, somebody already paid for gas and drove off. And I was like, oh my God, the Book of Answers got me free gas. And I was like, oh, I have to try this again. So I said, Book of Answers, should I go to work for lunch? And it was like, yes. So I pull up and they were like, hey, somebody ordered 50 McDoubles and then canceled the order. They didn't come and pick it up. Like, so we're giving out free McDoubles. Do you want one? And I was like, oh my God, the Book of Answers did it again. People started going crazy and asking like, hey, should I break up with my girlfriend? I was like, whoa, hold on now. This is a fun toy that might actually work, but please don't ask it relationship advice. That's then you're gonna blame me. You break up with them, you're not happy, you're coming straight at me. I know it, I can tell. Please, no. People were obsessed with it and started to get to the point where they couldn't function without asking the book a question. So I put it in a box and hid that box. But when I moved here, how long ago was that? Probably 5 months ago, something like that. I found it again and I was like, I'm going to start using it again. I haven't been listening to it because, my mindset has been you get in or you get back what you put in. And I'm weary to put in too much. I don't want to get codependent on a book. So I would ignore it. But then, as it would turn out, the exact opposite of what I would ask the book, should I do this? And it would say, it's going to be a waste of money. Then, legitimately, what the book would say on the page, it would be a waste of money. And I was like, I don't care about money. I make money. It's fine. Whatever. And it would cost me so. Like, I went to go help a friend. They were in Texas. And they were like, I need a ride to Florida. Can you give me a ride? And I was like, sure. I booked a really cheap flight. It was like $100. And then I got a rental for $300. I take my flight and I get Stuck on my layover. I miss my next flight. I can't connect to where I'm supposed to be, where my car is waiting. So I had to get a rental there. And they were like, it's going to be $1,000. I was like, what? What? And they were like, yeah, you have to take this further into Texas and then all the way across the US to Florida. I was like, oh my God. So I didn't have any choice. It was either be stuck there and miss work because I only had a couple days to do this, or pay $1,000 and go. So I coughed up the 1,000 and I drove across the state and ended up grand total probably $1,500 when it was supposed to be $400. So, you know, sometimes I listen to the book. Definitely going forward, probably going to listen a little more carefully. But I think it's cool because if it's just a happy coincidence that these things are actually happening, like the book ends up being correct, happy coincidence, or it could be one of those concrete, like, this is going to happen. And this is like a conduit of, I guess, like seeing what the result is going to be if you take that path, or a guide onto the right path, the one that's not going to screw you over the most. In that regard, I think it is very cool. But maybe it's just a book.